Listen to the expressions of a true poet's innermost feelings of tender affection, nostalgic longing, limitless compassion for all. Supreme Master Ching Hai's newest poetry collection, The Love of Centuries, glorifies this richest of sentiments while showing that love is our shared essence and the highest universal principle to follow for our planet's elevation.
To celebrate The Love of Centuries world premiere on April 10, 2011 in California, USA, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association and Supreme Master Television presented a concert titled The Love of Centuries, Love is Eternal, bringing together world-class composers and performers and the public.
Enchanting songs by gifted and eminent composers such as Oscar and 5-time Emmy-winning Mr. Bill Conti, 2-time Oscar winner Mr. Al Kasha, Grammy winner Mr. Bill Cunliffe, and multi-platinum singer and songwriter Ms. Donna Lewis were debuted at this artistic extravaganza. Acclaimed vocalists gracing the stage included Tony Award winner Ms. Karen Ziemba, Grammy nominee Ms. Denise Donatelli, sopranos Ms. Georgia Fumanti, Ms. Kerry Walsh, and Ms. Moira Grayland. Emmy nominee Mr. Doug Katsaros, Ms. Elisa Mary, Ms. Nok Ha, and more.
A further source of delight was the vibrant Agape International Choir, led by Dr. Ricky Byers Beckwith, along with the colorful dance groups of diverse styles. In addition, distinguished speakers, including Emmy Award-winning filmmaker Mr. Lionel Friedberg and Indian Parliament member Ms. Maneka Gandhi, offered their reflections on the evening's theme and Supreme Master Ching Hai's The Love of Centuries.
As the highlight of the grand multicultural event, the poet and guest of honor, Supreme Master Ching Hai, graciously shared via live video conference her spiritual insights on poetry and love.
Love is vital, and love poetry is vital because it will bring us closer together as a planetary community, as siblings of the same family. Love, 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 love. Love is really all that we need to have on this planet in order to have peace, to bring heaven onto our earth.
We now invite you to enjoy part 2 of the live concert celebration of Supreme Master Ching Hai's poetry collection, The Love of Centuries, Love is Eternal.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next performance will be in Spanish.
Spanish? Muy bien.
Oh, so you speak Spanish too?
See? Just for today's celebration, we have a vast array of international musicians and performances, and I'm inspired.
Oh, that's why. So, another original composition by the prolific vegan composer Robin Chang, Song for the Sun, has been adapted from Supreme Master Ching Hai's poem and will be sung by the charming Elisa Marie.
Elisa Mary, a vegetarian and a gifted bilingual artist, pop singer, songwriter who has nominated at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards for the first annual Pepsi Rock Band Music Video Contest. Let's give her a warm round of applause.
Cielo, como me impresiona sentir tu poder. El verte a ti hace brotar el rocío de la mañana, ilumina el mundo, calienta la tierra. Me siento tan bendecida de tenerte aquí. Gracias por serme un amigo en momentos de lágrimas. Eres el mejor en este reino físico, dando calidez y nutrición, felicidad y placer. Eres el consuelo de incontables seres. A nadie se le niega tu amor y bendición. Joya, joya, joya gloriosa en el vasto, vasto cielo, como me impresiona sentir tu poder. Verte a ti hace brotar el rocío de la mañana, ilumina el mundo, calienta la tierra. Me siento tan bendecida de tenerte aquí. Gracias por ser un amigo en momentos de lágrimas. No sé cómo decirte, oh gracias. Palabras están vacías ante tu grandeza. Palabras están vacías ante tu gloria. Dios debe de haber sabido que te necesito tanto. No puedo imaginar este mundo sin ti. Joya, joya, joya gloriosa en el vasto, vasto cielo, como me impresiona sentir tu poder. Los antiguos pueblos te adoraban, la gente te adora. Yo solo tengo agradecimiento y esta canción de mi corazón. Por favor, quédate conmigo. Por favor, quédate conmigo. Por favor, quédate conmigo. Para siempre, para siempre.
Gracias. Thank you, Miss Alyssa Marie, for that rich and warm performance.
Our next guest speaker is Mr. Lee Kien Trúc. Mr. Lee Kien Trúc is an Aulacese or Vietnamese publisher and editor-in-chief. of the esteemed Văn Hoa magazine, which is based in Southern California, USA. Now, he has written hundreds of articles ranging from essays to interviews, which are accompanied by outstanding photographs taken by the journalists himself. Mr. Lee Kien-truk is the recipient of multiple awards and accolades from officials for his public services and cultural contributions.
Let's welcome Mr. Lee Kien-truk with a warm applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be here this special evening. I would like to speak in Vietnamese for the rest of my speech because there are Vietnamese people in the audience. The masterpiece was also by a Vietnamese poet, and even though the author is an ocean away, I can feel that Supreme Master P.2 is sitting right here among us. Kính thưa tất cả quý vị, kính thưa Supreme Master P.2, chữ tình trong tập thơ Người Tình Thiên cổ là tình gian díu từ trong lòng mẹ vũ trụ. Thai nhi, con người vừa mới lọt lòng mẹ òa khóc, òa vì sung sướng hay vì khổ đau, cả sung sướng lẫn khổ đau. Nhưng khi giọt sữa đầu tiên của mẹ vắt ra âu yếm thì tiếng khóc du ngay vào giấc ngủ ngoan. Nếu người tình thiên cổ là giọt sữa của nhân gian, là giọt nước cam lồ tưới xuống trần gian, thì ai cũng nhận được chứ, ai cũng uống được chứ. Cuộc đời nuôi sống chúng ta lớn lên, già cỗi và chia tay ở những ngày bình an, mong thay. Nhưng thưa quý vị, thế giới vẫn còn có những ngày triền miên không bình an. Địa cầu chiến tranh hủy diệt, địa cầu đang hâm nóng dần, đang động đất, đang sóng thần, đang gieo thảm họa cho nhân loại. Nhà thơ nặng trĩu tâm hồn khi nhân gian còn đầy dẫy nghèo khó, chiến tranh, chia ly, mất mát, bôn ba khắp muôn trùng vũ trụ, mong một ngày hội ngộ cố nhân xưa. Đó là vần thơ của nhà thơ Thanh Hải trong bài Người Tình Thiên cổ. Cho đến khi mầu nhiệm soi thấu tâm hồn thi sĩ hân hoan với: người đây rồi, hồn ta ngập trăng sao, tim e ấp giờ tưng bừng hoa nở. Càn khôn ơi, người ta yêu muôn thuở đã về đây. Người tình thiên cổ chính là một con người bình thường, giao cảm với đấng tạo hóa, đấng tối cao, đã tin vào nhân quả, tin vào sự lành. Người tình nhân cổ thân tâm thường vô ngã, tuyệt trần trước Thượng Đế. Trân trọng cảm ơn tất cả quý vị đã lắng nghe. Xin cảm ơn.
Thank you, Mr. Lee Kien-truk, for that insightful presentation.
Cảm ơn ông Lee Kien-truk.
The heart and soul of Supreme Master P.2's The Love of Centuries speaks powerfully about divine love, which expresses itself in the carefree spirit of youth, in the love of home and homeland, through love for all beings, in the heart of that special someone, with the love that transcends space and time. How splendidly she describes love. It resides above all human emotions, knows no boundaries, and is faithful.
Such is the nature of love that transcends space and time, the love that sustains us through many human lifetimes, a love eternal. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to introduce our next performer, Kerry Walsh. Kerry Walsh, a vegetarian, is an international soprano who was trained at the Juilliard School in New York.
Her voice has been praised by the Los Angeles Times as meltingly beautiful. She excels in lyric soprano and dramatic coloratura roles.
In opera, Kerry Walsh has been acclaimed for the leading roles in works such as La Bohème, The Barber of Seville, La Traviata, and numerous others.
Ms. Walsh is known for her incredible range of musical styles. Her repertoire spans from early to modern, encompassing opera, chamber music, and theater, to jazz, pop, world music, and more.
Ms. Walsh has charmed audiences in musical theatre as Lady Thiang in The King and I, the French princess in The Unsinkable Molly Brown, admired for her mesmerizing beauty both on stage and on screen. She is also an actress in theatre, television, and film.
In addition, her voice and flute performances has graced the soundtracks of popular films, including the Matrix trilogy. She has sung in over 25 languages, including Japanese, Ethiopian, Balinese, and Arabic. Today, Miss Walsh will perform The Ideal Beloved and I Am, which she has adapted into music based on Supreme Master P.2's poem of the same title.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kerry Walsh with a very, very warm round of applause.
Each morning I welcome the emerging dawn. Each evening I bid farewell to the sun departing. All day flowers' fragrance permeates the yard. All night long in the firmament sparkling stars. Oh, joy when life's resplendent and friendly people are far and near. I see the puzzle life of Persian leaves and friendly people smiling lips. Then you arrive, bringing springtime in your eyes. Rose of summer linger on your hair, so fine. Graceful steps softly return with autumn. Velvet hands warm the winter sun. You are here to gladden life. Enchanting smile brightens the moon evermore. Under delicate feet, a gentle stream, and the dawn comes alive with miracles. Love, you're like the bouillon's born, like eventide glorious in the twilight. An autumn breeze that soothes our dreams with a lullaby, a jubilant melody on the day of union night. Exist for serenity eternal when we visit rivers and mountains join in a delightful chorus. Loving faces, emerald waters luminous, rosy lips aglow,ing you for this weary life. Oh, the beloved of summer rain and fertile sunrise, golden light as mountain size and azure sky. You've come to elevate this world of dreams, entire worlds magnificent in the sound of benevolence. My heart kneels before your elegant footsteps, treading blithely into the realm of everlasting love. You've come here to mourn the season of frigid snow, for the time of deep perfume and lush and rivers expanses. My heart rejoices and all of humanity is rejuvenated to welcome and embrace the ideal beloved. All around and around it all. My heart rejoices and all of humanity is rejuvenated to welcome and embrace and welcome the ideal beloved. To embrace and welcome the ideal beloved. To embrace and welcome the ideal beloved.
Thank you so very much. It's such a privilege to see all these smiling faces out here, and such an honor to be here today. Every time I have the privilege of performing Supreme Master's poems, I feel very, very humble. This song is a celebration of all the blessings. Supreme Master tells us that we are blessed by so many things in the world, the animals and the plants, and so many things around us. And this is a reminder that we should celebrate and rejoice every single moment of every single day. And a reminder that, of course, art is for our enjoyment and our pleasure, but it's also to teach us. And everyone here today has the privilege of learning the lessons and the wisdom of Supreme Master through her art, as these performers perform her works. And please open your hearts and listen to the very profound messages that are embedded on so many layers in every poem. And listen with your hearts and minds, and go out and communicate to your friends and everyone you know all of this wisdom. The next song is a plea, I feel, to everyone to look inside ourselves and see how we're all alike. All of humanity is joined, and we have many complex sides within each of us. So let us open our eyes and embrace all of humanity as one.
Justification, without an enemy. I am a king without a throne. I am a fighter without an enemy. I am a victim without justification. I am a soldier without weapons. I am. foes, they are within me. I am a soldier without weapons, friends and foes, they're all within me. Friends and foes, they're all within me.
Such a beautiful voice. Thank you, Miss Walsh, and the wonderful accompanying musicians for that wonderful rendition of The Ideal Beloved and I Am. We have certainly enjoyed the sweetness of the music you have brought to us tonight.
Sounds like we've got a surprise coming. It sounds like somebody very special who we're all waiting to see is coming here very, very soon.
Hello. Beautiful program. Beautiful program. My goodness. How are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Surprise.
What a wonderful surprise, Supreme Master. Thank you.
Surprise, Master Ching Hai.
You surprised
Not
us.
Supreme. Surprise.
It's so wonderful to have you with us, Supreme Master, and such a surprise. Thank you very much for coming.
I'm sorry if I jump in like this, but we had a little situation here. So please allow me to be a little early. I hope you don't mind. All of you don't mind?
We don't mind at all, Master. We love you.
Thank you for taking the time to come and see us.
Thank you. Thank all of you for such a wonderful arrangement and so much loving and so much enthusiasm and so much willingness and so much romantic atmosphere in the air. I really, truly wish I could be there physically. Thank you, MC. Thanks all the people who are being kind to let me jump the queue like this. We can't do this in the supermarket, okay? Just here. Just today I had a little situation here. It's not convenient to tell you. And I had to leave earlier, okay? Please forgive me, all right?
Yes, Master.
Thank you very much. I never done this before, you know, right? I always very obediently wait until my turn. Yes, I was always humbly waiting in the background and wait. Just today, please let me start a little early and have to go early, okay? If there's a chance, I will explain. But if I explain now, it will take longer and your program will be more delay. All right? So it's okay, yeah, like that? Everybody okay, huh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You're so kind.
Yes, let's
Thank
give
you,
Master
so
a
kind.
warm applause. We're really happy and honored to see her.
I am honored. All right. Thank you also, all of you. My goodness, so many people and so much love. Maybe because we celebrate love today, huh? That's why, huh? Do you feel more love today than usual, or just... Yeah. Yeah, after reading the poetry, you should feel more love to your partners, right? Your families and your pets and your friends and your neighbors, especially to God. Yeah? We never forget God, yes. And our teachers, yeah, and our masters, those who teach us spiritual way of life. Yes, anyone who teach us. And also the teachers who have taught us how to read, how to write. And, other poets who have inspired us. Yes, so that we love poetry. And then we also wish to express poetry the way they do. We have to thank them all and love them all. And we love all beings on this planet. Of course, that's why we're doing what we do.
We would like you to share with us your inspiration for the love of centuries and comment on the current state at this time.
All right. Thank you, darling. You look better every time I see you. Why is that? What did you do? What's the secret?
Well, I'm vegan, I meditate, and we have wonderful makeup artists here.
Oh, wow. Wow, lucky people. I have to do everything myself, including my hair.
But you look always beautiful.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. I just throw some color on quickly, Okay. It's lovely that you have come together to celebrate love. And my book, The Love of Centuries, is just a catalyst for you to remind us that we are love incarnate, huh? Yes. And poetry, like novel, is not always about our own personal feeling, huh? Yes. It could be a touch of nostalgia in the air that inspires the moment. It could be a waft of fragrance from the garden that stirs up memories from the long forgotten past. So we can never explain that feeling of first sight or second lingering glance from and to another person, an animal, a house, or a place, or some special scenery that whirls up surges of emotional waves in our heart. Or something in the air that catches our open soul by surprise. Well, like I did today to you. And that surprise lures us into a distant mood of some remote past, maybe romance, maybe some emotion, special sentiment. And then a poem springs to life through this journey. Then it will be superb, beautiful, and spontaneous, like the breeze from the ocean, like the sky in autumn. We don't make poetry, in my opinion. We draw it from the air, from the atmosphere. We discover it in our heart, and we cannot help but exclaim it into prose and verses. And the world around us reverberates, transports this marvel into the distance beyond our paper and pen. So we share the joy, we partake the sadness of the whole human race. That's how poetry is born. And it belongs to all on earth as well as in heaven. Surprise again. Poetry also enjoyed by heaven. Because we are oneness, have always been and will ever be. Heaven and earth, humans and deities and animals. So my poems are yours. My feelings also are yours. because we share this magnificent earth home and we live under the same sky. And whatever affects one would affect others, all of us. So we strive to bring goodness into our world while it's still even in the infancy of perfection. We nurture and care, we protect and share all the pain and sorrow that still exists on our planet, sadly. But we also have happiness and joy here. That's how poetry is born. Everywhere people love poetry because it's the bridge to all our humans' knowledge and emotion, the link between our souls. Only love, even at a personal level, would remind us all that we are from the same essence, that is love. We could share the same feelings, the same hope, the same sorrow, but also the same aspiration. You see, that's why love poetry is similar everywhere. Huh? People, they write love songs, they write love poems, all about emotions, all about love, happiness, and sometimes disappointment. But that's the price we pay for love. So, hence, it reminds us to sympathize, to love one another as we love our dearest and as we love ourselves. Love is vital. And love poetry is vital because it will bring us closer together as a planetary community, as siblings of the same family. Love, 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 love. Love is really all that we need to have on this planet in order to have peace, to bring heaven onto our earth. Please enjoy more love poems, literature, or songs wherever you have a chance, and express more love to close ones, to your pets, your neighbors, your families, to the world at large. We can never have too much love in this physical domain. Don't you think so?
Yes. Oh, yes.
I think so. I also agree with you. So we should enjoy whenever we get it. And we do share whenever we have it. And we do express freely whenever we have the urge to write it down. Because for this world, the best thing is love. Just like how much we enjoy our romance or our sentiments when we are in love, or when we have the love of our family members or our pets, the same. Our world needs this kind of love. More love, 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 lots of love. I thank you for this precious arrangement with lots of love, love, love. All my love, thank you so much for all your caring, meticulous details in order to bring this beautiful gathering into fruition. Thank you, thank you. All the artists, all the arranger, all the organizer, all the script writer, all the special speakers, all of the technicians, cameraman, camera woman, all people that I even forget to mention. Thank you so much. I enjoy your presence, so many people. Thank you. Thank you for your blessing. God bless us all. Yes, I am done. my speech. You know, I'm not so lucky like you, huh? Even, our world leaders that can have people write speeches for them. I have to write the speech myself. So that's all you have. Thank you.
It was a wonderful speech. I especially appreciate that you called all of nature our planetary siblings. We never think of that. Thank you so much for reminding us.
Oh, you know it all. Thanks.
Master, it's such a surprise to have you come in a little bit earlier today, and we thank you very much, and we all love you very much.
Same here, baby. Same.
Can we have our question and answer session now with you, Supreme Master?
Yes, ma'am. Please, go ahead.
Okay.
Question number 1 is from Janice Belson.
Hi, Janice.
Oh, Supreme Master.
Hi, beauty.
Oh, hello. Mwah. Throughout tonight's beautiful, beautiful launch of your book of brilliant poetry, I was so moved by the love, all the love you have. And I'm very, very curious about your love for the sun, the moon, the stars. And where does a special affinity that you have for the elements come from? And how can we develop our inspirational love to spread your words? Thank you, and I love you.
Oh, I love you too. You know, I'm sure you have the same love as I do. When you look up into the sky at night, it's just that we don't have an instrument to measure my love bigger than yours or not. I think it's the same. We all have too poor vocabulary to praise them and express our love and gratitude. I mean, even if you say so, but I don't feel that I have expressed enough my love and gratitude for the sky that we see every day. If you perceive their loving blessing, you will write maybe a better poem even than mine. Meanwhile, just enjoy their presence in the sky while the day is so glorious, or the night is so bright and glittering, like the greatest jewel and diamonds. You know, today, after meditation until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I had to meditate long hours now, at least 13 hours every day, if I can make it. Sometimes only maybe 10 hours, 11 hours, because, other things need my attention, which is not too good, yes. Anyway, today after meditation, and the sun is still in the sky. In the morning, the sun wasn't there. In the afternoon, the sun came out. And I look up, and I was so happy. Every time I saw the sun, I'm so happy. I said, hi, hi, hi. I am here. I love you so much. I talked to the sun. I said, you truly make this world glorious. What would we do if you're not there? I truly appreciate it so much, so much. I'm sure you have these moments also, even though you're busy. Just look into the sky and see what, a miracle that is, that keeps them suspended in the vast firmament. And if you concentrate sincerely, you will discover more miracles, and you can talk to them, and they talk to you. And they will give you blessing no ends, these celestial wonders in the skies. You see, love will attract love. That's the law, and that's the secret. I love everything so much. I love the sky. I love the stars. In the night, sometimes it's so cold. If winter is so cold, and it's damp also, it might not be so good for the health, for my health, to sit outside. But I try to sit as long as I can, with the sleeping bag, wrap around me and cover up like Eskimo people. just because I love to see the sky so much and love to feel the cold air. Even cold air is also a blessing for me, I feel. So much blessing in the air and from the stars and from the moon. So you cannot help but to feel love and to feel grateful. Okay? That's the only secret, because I love them. And I feel their love, that's why. Thank you for your very, very wonderful question, Janet.
Thank you so much, Supreme Master, for the inspiring answer. Since you say we share the same love, then we will now ponder on the sky, the sun, the moons, and the stars with a new appreciation. Thank you so much for your answer.
Keep looking. Just keep looking and enjoying. Then you will see so much thing coming. So much information come your way. So much vision, heavenly vision, love, wisdom. You know what? Let me tell you a secret, a very special secret that nobody have probably ever told you. If a person good at heart and do no harm to no one, not necessary that he do good to anyone, but just do no harm. And if he follows a vegan diet, even starting from old age, I don't care when, and if every day he just look up to the sun and ask for blessing, ask for upliftment spiritually, he will attain a very high spiritual level. Possible the 5th level even, okay?
Wow.
That's very high, yes.
Thank you. We appreciate.
Yes, if a person is not a vegan and still look in the sun and ask for blessing, ask for upliftment spiritually, then he get only 3rd level. I'm sorry to say that. That's a big difference. There's 2 levels difference. It's not just 2 levels different. It's just that the 5th level is the ultimate of liberation for humankind who are born on this planet. And the thing is, it's not that the sun discriminate between what you eat. The sun doesn't really care. The sun is there without judgment, just to bless people, just to make people happy, just to make things grow and to make the planet happy. But if we are vegan, that means we have less burden and our God nature is less covered. And that's why it's easier for the sun to lift us up to the 5th level. Capito?
Capito!
Good. When we are on this planet, the sun is the only one that could do this. For example, if all beings are blessing us, I have mentioned already in other lectures, I don't want to tell you now, but all beings are blessing us, including animals, trees, rocks, mountains, river, lakes, and sea. But for example, if a person who is vegan and you sit on the beach every day and look into the sea or bath into the sea, maybe half an hour every day, and ask for the sea to bless him or to uplift him spiritually, then that person will attain 3rd level only. Yeah? You see what I mean? So the sun is great, great, great.
Thank you, Master, for your secrets and insights always.
The only thing is that the sun can only bless you one person. For that person only. Yes? It's not like the Kuan Yin practicing that you can have also many of your past or present or future generation being uplifted and blessed by the power of the highest kingdom. Okay?
Thank you, Master. Thank you very much.
Why are you laughing?
We're happy.
I'm very happy. I'm happy because I could meditate long hours now. Even though it's not as long enough as I wanted. If I could meditate much longer, it would be better for the world, of course. But, we can only do our best, all of us, including myself, yes. Because I have tons of things that wait for me, tons of people who are nagging around me. Okay, love. Next question, if any.
Okay. The next question is from Brian James Lucas, also known as Chef Be Live. Mr. Lucas is a renowned, award-winning raw vegan chef.
Wow.
Hello, hi, Supreme Master. How are you?
Hi, Chef.
We talked at the 4th anniversary, and I asked you a question about raw foods.
Yeah.
This time,
remember.
This time I'm going to go a little bit more in depth because I truly believe myself that we are one human family. And so I wrote down this question. It's a little bit more complex, so I had to write it down. So bear with me.
Oh, please tell me.
The social unrest that started in Tunisia is expanding across the Arab world and even into Europe, Asia, and the U.S. As people risk their livelihoods, well-being, and even their lives to fight for human rights, democracy, freedom of the press, better jobs and wages, and affordable food, it is so painful for me to watch the responses of some governments, while it is absolutely inspiring to witness the responses of others. Supreme Master, can you help to put these events into perspective? Does it all happen because love is lacking in the leadership of these countries or in the world in general? If so, how can we change this? What can we do as individuals to foster a more loving atmosphere for our planet? How can we introduce, influence, or talk to policymakers to integrate love into their daily work and the policy process so that they implement noble and earth-loving strategies for our future planet and for all of us human beings? Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, honey, it's not just the leaders' lack of love. Is our world and humanity in general. But because the leaders, they have power, you see? And many or some of them got spoiled by this power. And sometimes it's very easy to be misled, to go astray from the original ideal that they have before they came into power. I feel very sorry all the time. As I told you many times, I'm very sorry for the leaders of the world, or any leaders, or any famous person. You see, many of them don't fare very well. It's very easy even not to be a leader. It's very easy to go astray if you don't always introspect ourselves and ask ourselves questions whether what we have done today is right or not right, and correct it. You see, if everything we know is wrong, we have to shake our head immediately the moment the idea comes. Shake it out, and throw it out. Just imagine it's gone. You don't want to listen to that. Otherwise, one wrong idea leads to another wrong idea, and then it will never stop. That's how leaders go wrong. And the people around them, it's a big help to make them go even more wrong. For some maybe selfish reason, or for fear of retribution, or for some gain, position, etc. Leaders are always in danger. I think the leaders should always write something on the mirror to warn themselves, always have to be vigilant, because they are in extreme danger. We always criticize the leaders, but nobody understands their position. They are in danger, always in danger of being misled, of being flattered to spoil rotten, and then they will lose their original purpose. So if any leaders go wrong, I beg the world to forgive them. Also they have not been taught the right thing and have not been kept in the right path until they're strong enough to be leader. That's why in Asia we say first you have to cultivate your spiritual and moral standard strongly before you can marry and take care of a family. And then after that, maybe you can take care of the affairs of the state. And then you can make peace in the world. Moral standard, spiritual foundation is very important for anyone who has to be in a position of leader. Otherwise, they are in danger. They're in danger to lose their moral standard, moral strength, and then they endanger their lives as well as their family and the close associate with them as well. It's a very, very pitiful situation. But we have a solution. You see, if we want to have good leaders, do not blame if we have bad leaders. We must also have a good standard ourselves. As I always said, peace begins on our plate, on our table. See? We have to stop the cause of war. The ignorance of universal law and the lack of love in the human world in general are the causes, the reason that we have conflicts and war. We should stop being a part of war. We know it's hard to bear all the so-called injustice, but let God be the judge. You see, otherwise, if we do the same to our so-called enemies, then we become the others. We become the enemies. We are the same as them. Those who have the quality that we hate and seek to destroy. So at the end, we will go with empty hands anyway. Take the example of Alexander the Great before he died. He instructed to let his hands show outside the coffin so that people know when they saw it that he went with empty hands, the way we all come and go. So people who cling to power and make war are not always to be blamed. The people who make war, they are a part of our incorrect social system and moral foundation. They are a part of it. They are part of us, you see. So if we do not take care of the problems at the root, then we will always have war. You see, people who make war because they're not well advised in right and wrong, they have been brought up with wrong concepts of heroism or with mistaken interpretations of religious doctrine even. You see, so it's not one person to be blamed. It's not one leader or two leaders. It's time for all involved in conflict to reflect as to what contributes to peace and what contributes to their personal development as well. There is nothing logical about like a vengeful God or a brutal God who wants to kill his own children and want his children to kill each other in his name, for example, and make a martyr out of anyone who kills, no matter for what reason. Think about that, all involved in war and conflict. Please reflect and think about it. We still have heaven after we die. It's not just this world, it's temporary. We make sure whatever we do here will carry us to heaven. Otherwise, it will be too late to regret. God is great, merciful, and kind, for what I know. Otherwise, if he's not merciful, not kind, not compassionate, not loving, then he is not the God that we worship, but he's a ruler of hell, the one who wants to kill our children, our loved ones. So, and we don't want a God like that, do we? Thank you. I know it's not easy. It's difficult for people to understand the hardship that they have gone through, you know. That's why they make conflict, due to whatever life-created situations. But vengeance is never the answer. Vengeance will create more suffering in the long run. When God declared that vengeance belonged to me, he meant that do not take matters into your hands. Let the universal law take care of it. Just like in our physical life in a nation, there is law. Somebody may be mistaken or wrongfully kill your relatives. And the police would tell you, don't take the matter into your hand because the law will take care of it. The police will catch that man and judge him accordingly in the court, okay? Same in the universal law. So peace is the only way. Forgive each other so that God will forgive us. Make peace with each other so that peace will prevail. Please stop. All the war people, please stop for a moment and consider. Do not be fooled by the negative force which seeks to control our mind and stirs up hatred between us so that the war game will start and never end. Do not stay trapped in the madness of all that, which was meant to enslave our souls in the dark realm. It will never take us to heaven if we kill, no matter what. Get out of war. Get out of cruelty. Get out of all that is not love and kindness. If you are a hero, you can do that for yourself and for all in the world. We must live in peace, love, and thankfulness to God and all of God's creation. My heaven enlightened us all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Supreme Master.
Yes, you're welcome. You see, the soldiers were trained to kill and being told that the others, they are enemies, they are bad. But the enemy is told the same about us. Yeah, both are saying the other are bad and the other are enemies. But look at your enemies. They look the same like you. When I look at you or at your enemy, I can't believe that these are killers. Even when I look at the high-ranking army commanders, they look just like us. Some look fatherly, homey, like my father, could be my father, or the guy next door. How can these people, so lovely, so nice looking, be trained to assassinate others for whatever reason that might be? Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Supreme Master. Thank you.
Make peace. Be vegan first. Raw vegan, then the chef will be happy. You happy now, chef?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we're very happy. We really appreciate your insight on the killing consciousness and how we can subtly contribute to it. So we want to appreciate our leaders more.
Right,
Thank you.
right. Be good, then you will have good leaders.
Supreme Master, many of us are not actually leaders ourselves. However, we all wish for peace and harmony. Can you share some insights on how we might be able to increase our circle of influence?
Just do what you do. Distribute flyers, send emails, tell people to live the way of peace. Go on radio, go on television, print on newspapers, write articles, make a meeting in your home, in your hometown, in your school, wherever you can. Share the ideas of peace, which begin on our table. Okay, the way we eat.
Thank you, Master. We have another question coming up. Mr. Greg Giosa is a spiritual artist.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Supreme Master. How are you?
I'm okay and still supreme. Supremely happy.
That's great.
Nice to know you. Yeah.
Same here. I'd like to send you infinite love for spreading the light of God.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
My question to you tonight is, many countries and global citizens are suffering from the serious consequences of global warming. Many of these nations are not the main contributors of the problem.
Yes,
how can we help
you're
to
right.
inform the media, governments, and even the consumers to understand that each individual can make a huge difference by switching to a more loving lifestyle, like the animal-free vegan diet? That loving others is, in fact, loving ourselves. Thank you very much, Supreme Master.
Thank you, sir. Just do what you are doing. You're teaching people to be loving and kind. Continue what you're doing. And for others, they have to first lead by example, huh? Yes. Because a vegan is not only compassionate, it's healthy, and it will save the planet. So anyone who want to save the planet, who want to live here, who want to keep this home for the children, should get involved any way they can in their environment, in their office, in their acquaintance circle. Just print out all the necessary information, which is free of charge on our TV anyway. It's called www.suprememastertv.com. We have all kind of information, fact-checked, proofed. So you can print them out and give it to the people and inform them. You never know how many lives you save, and you never know that your effort would save the planet as well. Thank you very much for doing what you're doing and for your question.
Thank you, Supreme Master, for that wonderful and inspiring and heartfelt answer. For we know that we should be examples of the things that we are talking about that will alleviate global warming. The next question is from Ms. Stephanie Redcross, vegan and managing director of Vegan Mainstream.
Hi, Supreme Master.
Hi, beauty.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from San Diego. So right down the street.
Ah, okay. My neighbor.
Absolutely. My question today is about the theme of your book launch is glorifying love through art, poetry, dance, and life. Can you expound more on that? As well as, why is love so essential to human life and all human beings? What must we do to develop our love to be more loving like you, Supreme Master?
Huh, like me? Huh. How do you know?
We try.
Hey, sweetheart. You know, love is very, very important to you. Just ask your boyfriend or your husband. He'll tell you it is important. And your children, yes, your loved one, your parents. These are the love that we need all the time in order to feel good. Even animals, you know, I read a book. I think it's called Chicken Soup, sadly. Chicken Soup for the Pet Lovers. So, how can a pet lover eat chicken soup? But I guess it's just a, metaphor. Okay, that was an experiment in love. And that book is wonderful. You should read it. It's full of sentiment and make me cry some. Now, there was a lady who take a walk and then discovered there were a bunch of kittens were abandoned on the street side. So she brought them home. And they are doing very well. And she likes one of them very much. She has one favorite. So that favorite one is growing fast and, lively and adorable. So that one was adopted immediately. And now the rest some more to be adopted, because she already had 3 cats and 2 dogs, and her husband is not very keen on having a zoo in the home. He's already very burdened with work and other animals already. So she promised him that she would give them all for adoption. I said, don't worry. But then the first one were adopted, and then the rest are still there. There was one kitten, the smallest one, the ugliest one, and the most slow and dull, and it doesn't seem to be interested in life or anything at all. And he always at the bottom when they come to drinking milk or feeding or something. He's always laying at the bottom and everybody else on top of him. And now this lady, she wanted to make experiment in love. So she was wondering whether love would change him. So she especially picked him up and give him a name, and every day talk to him and carry him around and even wash dishes and all that with him. And then he picked up, Then he grew fast and he's more lively and answered to his name, and now he doesn't stay at the bottom anymore, but whenever calls him or whenever she came near, he climbed on top of everybody else, of other 4 kittens. He climbed on top of them so that to climb onto her. And he became so loving and so intelligent, and he understood every word that she said. So now, every other kitten's already being adopted one after another. This one left. And every day she carries, she talks to him, and she feeds him loving and attention and teach him a lot of things, talking to him. And he understood absolutely everything. Then there come the day her husband came home, announced that somebody want to adopt him. Oh, that was heartbroken for her. But, she already promised him that she will give away all these kittens. So she had to keep her promise, even though heartbroken. And then she wrote a note, to the adopter person. Like, this kitten is hand-raised with a lot of love and attention. And he understood everything. And he's very gentle, very kind, very intelligent, and he can go on the car. He is absolutely very, very obedient and good. Make sure you give him the great love, because that is what he will give you. And she was crying inside, of course. But then the husband, reading that note, knowing how much the kitten meant to her, even then she's still big enough to give him away. So he agreed to let the kitten stay with her. That was Christmas, and he put a red ribbon on the kitten and handed it back to her. That was a very, very interesting story, don't you think?
Yes.
Thank you.
And even love is essential to babies even, They have experiments with babies as well. They experiment with some baby. Like some baby are fed only, but not touched, not loved, not talked to, not picked up, not paid attention to. Then they have become very dull and, almost like lifeless and not interested. Lack of intelligence and life expression even. Compared to the group that has received a lot of love and care, those babies grow faster and look more intelligent and happy and more responsive. You see what I mean? How love is important. And you know it yourself. If you have heartbroken ones, you know what it means. Love is important to you, okay? All right. Even pets, if you don't touch them, don't love them, and they behave like a wild. They're colder and indifferent to humans. I have personal experience myself with adopted dogs and birds. You see, they changed completely after a period of time with a lot of care, love, and attention. They're more friendly now, loving, more endearing, and trusting humans. Like, for example, Solo before, he's not good with human. Huh? Whoever go near, he will growl or he even beat them. He even beat me when he first came. And so whenever I have guests or visitors, I train him slowly, and then he trusted me already. He won't bite me anymore. It was beginning, because I took the bone from him, the veggie bone. And then he did not really mean to bite, it just accident. Okay, now, when the visitor came, I have to put a lot of veggie bone in that visitor's pocket and tell him to give to the solo whenever he go near, immediately, just keep giving. So slowly like that, he became very friendly, and now we don't need any bones, veggie bones, for him to behave. Whoever come to visit, he just come and play with him immediately and expect them to rub his tum-tum and, and play with him and everything. It's just like a hand-raised dog, puppy. Yes, he completely changed 360 degrees. You can ask some of the people who knows him before, and you will know how he changed. Yeah. And even the people they don't know, like some visitors never came to my house before. They came, and then all my dogs just surround them, jump on them, kiss them all over, and bring toys to them, and all kind of things. They never did that before when they first came, okay? So love is very, very essential. Try it and you know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Supreme Master Billy Dean, our guest speaker and vegan telepathic animal communicator, has a question. Ms. Dean?
The magical person.
Thank you very much. Supreme Master, I really wish that this wonderful book of yours, The Love of Centuries, can inspire all humans to see animals and everything that surrounds us with more love. Do you think that in the near future, humans will reach this level where everything we do is motivated by love, as well as expanding our love to all beings, including, of course, our animal friends?
Okay, Dr. Doolittle. Thank you for your question. Not too near future, I do not think, but let's pray for that to happen, and soon. We all meditate on it and believe that it will come true. If enough people believe in love power, exercise the love power, love will become permanent in our world. Other planets have succeeded. Possibly we too can have love that rules this world. You see, for other people, if you want to have more love in your life, then just have to act in love. Be vegan to start with, okay? And in any situation, think of what would Jesus do? What would Buddha do? Then you will slowly reactivate the love that is inside you. We all have this inside us. It's just that we don't exercise it. And then it will not become alive. It will just stay dormant. But if we exercise the love in every situation, then the love will come again. Okay? Meditate. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Doolittle.
Thank you so much.
Mrs. Dr. Doolittle.
Thank you, Supreme Master, for that insightful answer, because we have dealt with all kinds of power, but we forgot to use enough love power. Thank you for reminding us.
Very good.
Our next question is from Ms. Erica Ocean, a raw vegan commercial print fashion model based in Los Angeles.
Thank you. Hi, Supreme Master. How are you?
How are you, love? Wow, you have beautiful dress on. Look at you.
Thank you. My question for you is, if love is the panacea for the environmental crisis that's facing our planet, how can we approach people that we love, our government leaders, our co-workers, and people of everyday life, who normally approach their everyday thinking on a rational and logical basis instead?
Yeah. Yes. It's not easy, beautiful girl, but it's doable. We just try a little bit at a time, huh? We all have to learn. Humans must learn through the wise doctrine from teachers of the past and present to march toward a love-filled lifestyle, to learn through a longer time span. With painful lessons, it's not as good as we learn now. Wait until we became so-called grown up in love with personal sorrow, then we suffered too much already. So people from all planets have to sooner learn this lesson of love in order to evolve or face extinction due to the screening process. As in our worldly schools, either we learn well, we pass the exam, or stay behind, and or ultimately we are out. Yes. Thank you for your concern.
Thank you, Supreme Master, for such a wise, enlightening answer. And thank you, Ms. Erica, for asking such an important question. We have another question, Supreme Master, and it's the last question that we have. It's from Daya Harmwe, a vegan celebrity lawyer.
Thank you.
Wow, a lawyer of love.
Yes, indeed.
Hi.
Hi, Supreme Master.
Lovely to know a lawyer who is vegan. Wow. You make my day. And you're beautiful as well, so shining with big aura.
Thank you, Supreme Master. My question to you is, in your book of poetry, The Love of Centuries, many of the poems appear to portray the love for a single person that spans many lifetimes, and sometimes the love is not easy or smooth.
Is it ever?
Supreme Master, can you tell us why the soul chooses this path? Is it to develop unconditional love? Would you say that true love is unique? And is it always the same lover that we meet life after life? If so, how come there is such a strong affinity? Supreme Master, do you think it's possible to share with us the love of centuries of yours? Thank you. I love you, and I appreciate you.
I love you too. What makes you think that I wrote it for the lover of my century, huh? So, if I wrote about a puppy's feeling, then you think I'm a puppy as well? The dog? Or the poem about the pig in my poetry book, then you think I'm the pig as well? I told you poetry is not always expressing the personal feeling. But now, to your question. It's not that we have to go through that in order to learn about unconditional love. It's just that the karmic attraction, you see. And it's not always the same lovers that we meet life after life, although we do. Sometimes there are several even, sometimes just pure enemies from the past existence. You'll be surprised. Those who are enemies from past lives must smooth out together in this life through love. That's why they meet each other again and even fell in love. But it's hard for humans to distinguish, to differentiate who is who. Because both encounters of past lovers and past enemies will give us equally strong, forceful attraction that we might possibly choose the wrong ones, like the past enemy to be life partner. In fact, the attraction between enemies is even stronger than lovers sometimes. That's why love at first sight is not always long-lasting or happy ending. You know that. In the case of the enemy, it is for us to iron out past mistakes that we did to the other person or the other person to us. Put balm on the injured part of our relationship memories so that love will heal all past sorrow and correct vengeful inclination. That's how the souls make peace with each other, evolved to a higher spiritual level, and redeem the negative traces on their path and add more everlasting energy to the planet. It all hangs together, you see? Now, you'll be surprised, but our surrounding people, for example, like family members, friends, acquaintances, lovers, are varied in friend quality. I call that FQ then, for easy to identify. There are people with more FQ, mean friendly quality, friend quality, or more EQ, enemy quality. But we can change that, of course. It takes a long time. It takes some time. It takes love to change from EQ to FQ, from enemy to friend. But we have to cooperate. We have to try our best, both sides, in order to change enemy to friend. It needs the cooperation of both, person. So it's very difficult to know who is friend, who is enemy at the beginning. It takes a long time and keen observation to verify it. It could be a very painful process. Often we realize it too late. Because enemies, people, are often capable of making us believe that they are helpful and friend-like. In small ways they are. And then wait until some real important events happen to you. Then you will see their true nature. They either make trouble for you, disturb you so that you cannot reach your goal or you cannot fulfill your business, things like that, or make trouble in your family. Even master's disciples are not all with FQ. You see, quite an astonishing numbers that follow any masters are with EQ, mean enemy quality. These are either there to cause trouble from within or to bring troubles into the master life, or to come back to enter the master circle in order to redeem their past sin, that they have harmed the masters or someone in the past life, and now they came back to redeem the mistake. But even then, if they came back to redeem the mistake, the master must suffer a lot in order to carry the burden of bad karma of this person, especially if that person has harmed the master in the past life. The bad karma is very, very, very heavy, very difficult. And no one else can rescue this person except the master, because they have done harm to this master in the past life. But it's very difficult to deal with this kind of EQ disciple. It's also hard on their part, even though they try. The disciple always get entangled in the past bad karma and being poured into the darkness and in the negative action again and again and again, in different way, but similar to the past life action. It just maybe less intensity. Okay. Most true masters suffer or die because of these EQ disciples. Sometimes even die under their hands. If any master who are lucky and not have EQ disciples, they would never have to suffer at all. Even Buddha, has been tried assassination several times. Some masters have about 60% of EQ disciples. Some masters have about 30 or 40% disciples as average in their lives. If they're lucky, they would have 50-50. But even if the master knows that these or that disciple are the EQ incarnate. They rarely refuse them because of compassion, because they are the only one can help them. So we have, you see, for example, in the history of Christianity, we have Judah for Jesus and Devadatta for Buddha, for example. Huh? And there was a story in the kingdom of China. There's a book called The Three Kingdoms of China, one of the Chinese great literature. Okay, these EQ disciples or people, they don't have to do things deliberately in this lifetime. They could just harm the master invisibly even, and making them ill, making them sick, or doing things that are making trouble. Yes. Maybe even with the law or with the peace in the house, or that the master well-beings, or interfere or obstruct master's mission in this lifetime. Even if they don't do it on purpose, they just do it because the habit of the bad karma force to keep pulling them. And it's very strong, and if they're not strong enough, if they don't practice well and don't listen to the master instruction, then they will be always, like what you say, the pebble in the shoes of the master. Yes. And the same with the family members. No? That's why many families are not happy. Yes. We go back to China. There is a story in the Three Kingdoms. Yes. There was a very wise person named Khổng Minh. He is a great assistant to the king. And because his job has not done, the king still needs him. So he wanted to extend his life for another 12 years in order to help the younger king. So he prepared a ritual for that. There are some ritual you can prepare to extend your life. It could be true. I have not tried. So these are called white magic or black magic stuff, Now, so he prepared like 12 lamb to symbolize the 12 years extension. But before he finished meditation on this course, one of his assistants came in and clumsily extinguished the lamp, one of it. So that symbolized Khổng Minh's life extension is also extinguished with it. So he knew that he cannot stay longer. And then he prepared for his passing. Khổng Minh, this master, he knew this man is bad for him. He knew it long ago already. He knew it from beginning already. But because he still need him to do things. And at the last moment, see, this man came in, and he can't avoid that. So he died soon after. Now, to answer your question concerning my love of centuries, even if I have one, what is the use of telling you? Huh? Who is going to believe me anyway, Most humans in this world are all covered up by the dust of forgetfulness. Yeah? So, all right. Don't think I'm a puppy anyway, or the pig, or the chicken in my poem, because I'm not. Okay, love? Are you happy? Do you want to ask any more questions?
Thank you, Supreme Master.
You're welcome, all of you.
We have a question that we would like to ask. Many of us have watched Supreme Master television this past week, and we heard something that raised a question in our hearts. So we would like to ask you permission to ask you the question.
Okay. Please.
So that question had to do with the excerpt from one of your great poems, The Real Love, the new poem.
Oh, you like it?
Oh, yes.
We love it.
Yes.
All right. It's for peace that I wrote. For peace in this world that I wrote. From my heart. So what about it?
Well, it moved us so much, we would like to know if we could hear the rest of it. And then you can share with us what it's about.
One of the musicians wanted to put it into a song soon, so is it okay if I read it now? Or should
Yes,
we wait?
please.
Supreme Master,
we have time, so please, any time for you.
Yeah, okay. Let me check. Okay. Okay. It goes like this. All right. Thank you. But other people, do they want to hear also, or just two of you? Because it's their time.
You want to
also,
hear
you know?
Master's poem?
Master, it looks like everybody wants to hear it.
Okay. Okay. All right. It's good. I know. I know you are very curious people. All right. You can't wait. I know that. Some people already keep asking me before you. All right. So let's have it done with. After you heard this poem, please do whatever you can to bring peace onto this planet. Okay?
Yes.
Promise?
Yes.
We promise.
We promise, Great Master.
Good. All right. All right, here comes. They said the world is small, but it ain't that small. There's plenty room for you and me and all. So why this bickering with our neighbors for a few meters more? Or even a few kilometers? Or say another mountain and river? Don't you feel rather small? At the end of our sojourn, what do we get after all? One squeezy square meter, if we are lucky, to lay down forever. Let's share the splendid earth and do everything to make it better. Even the worms don't rival with the butterflies or the birds. So why do we humans try so mightily against each other? Make life a real misery and even shorter. What will we then tell at the Buddha's gate? Or to Saint Peter? All the stuff we did on earth to bring pain and to suffer. Oh dear man, let me tell you something. Just go hang yourself on the hammock between the shadowing coconut, graceful tall trees. Enjoy some cake and tea. Feel the gentle breeze that cools all folly. There, you see? Tons of things we can do, our heart to please. Some small and great pleasure. Let it all be. Let's make life more simple. Let our demands be little. Then you will know happiness evermore and more. Then we don't have to go on snatching land, nor have we to hurry on converting man. It's not how many in a belief system, it's what become of them. It's not the name of a religious order, it's what we make of the name. It's not how crowded a religion, is how much into world peace their contribution. It's not our words, it's rather louder our actions. What is going to be our legend in the long history of humans? Will it be right and just? Will it be noble and benevolent? Or just a grim picture, soaked in anguished, bloody paint? Why always boast about our heavenly root? Oh, Almighty God's beloved children, while our life is tainted with all evils, while our survival is the cause of others' extinction. What is a mark of the chosen? Is it just the blood stain on your hands, be it from animals or man's? Oh, my dear brothers, I wanted to write you a long, loving letter with thousands more questioning words, but I am dumbfounded, watching the madness of it all. Tell me, when or will we ever represent heaven on earth? Thank you.
That was beautiful, Master. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. You're gracious. You like? Yes?
Oh, yes! Yeah, yes. Did you like it?
You like it because we all like peace. That's why. We all love peace on earth. That's why. That's why you like it. Thank you for being so gracious. Now please continue your program. Enjoy it.
Okay. Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you so much for sharing such a beautiful poem, and thank you for sharing your presence with us. And thank you for the surprise.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you more. God bless us all. Thank you. Thank you. I must go, but I love you. I love you so much. You don't know what I have to go through to be here tonight. Truly, I cannot tell you, but I love you so much. I have to go now. Thank you so much.
Thank
God
you.
love you.
Thank you, Sabrine Master. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you.
I'm glad I made it. I'm glad I made it. I was worried I cannot. Thank you, huh? Bye. Love you.
We love you.
We love you.
I love you. Love God. Love you.
Hello, hi, I'm Supreme Master. How are you?
Hi, Chef.
It was really amazing because I had the opportunity to ask Supreme Master a question at the 4th anniversary, and it was based on, the subject matter of raw vegan foods, and you really answered it in a way that felt really good inside, and I was sustained by the answer. And then today I went a little bit more deep into love and into the world system, and every word you said resonated with me. Up to you even mentioning Alexander the Great about bringing everyone together, not judging, loving, accepting, forgiving. It's very important. So thank you so much for that answer, and I love you.
She's a very kind-hearted person. I like her views, and I like what she's doing. I think anyone who wants to promote love and reduce suffering, you can't go wrong with that. That's the best way to be.
I've been vegetarian for about 45 years and vegan now for, I don't know, maybe 8, 9, 10. Being vegan, there are a number of things that gives you. It's so much better for one's health. It's better for the environment. And I also think it's better for one's karma. You're elevating yourself. You're not causing injury and harm and pain to our fellow beings. So I feel just, humbled to be able to know that I can live in this world and not impact it in any negative way because of what I put on my plate.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, this is a pleasure to be here today, and I just want to personally congratulate you on the release of this wonderful book, Love of Centuries, and this gathering here is so meaningful to so many people, including myself. I always enjoy it, but I'm so surprised at just the love that you exude. And even though you weren't with us here today, we could all feel you through the telecommunication. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
I know that she has our best interests at heart, and I loved how she talked about the sun and about love. And I'm very happy that she's written this book. I think that it will go far. It'll reach out to lots of people from many walks of life. So congratulations.
So I just totally wish her the best.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Hi, I'm Joy Valencia. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
I love her poems. I love her message, the message of love. That's world miss these days. Like we see the nature is destroyed by wars and human being. I will go back, especially in my country, Iraq. My village was destroyed in '61. I witnessed the destruction of not only a human, but the animals, the water, the nature itself. We need love. And Supreme Master Ching Hai, her message, I wish everybody could hear it and honor it.
And we love all beings on this planet, of course. That's why we're doing what we do.
I love her message for the planet. I love her essence, and I feel so very connected to her. So I'm always here to support.
And you saw her today, and she said that you have a lovely aura.
I feel so grateful and so ecstatic and blissed out because she said that about me, and I will never forget that. It almost deepened my sense of purpose, my sense of being on the planet and being in the love and being in the light. Hearing her words and asking a question was such an honor.
I go around the whole world and play music. And no matter where I go, and I've been to places of Muslim and Christian and Buddhist, when I play music, I look at their feet and they all go up and down. The same way, whether I'm in Egypt or whether I'm in South Dakota or whether I'm in Buenos Aires or Japan, the feet are going, we are connected. I believe that.
So we share the joy, we partake the sadness of the whole human race. That's how poetry is born. And it belongs to all on earth as well as in heaven.
I was very impressed with what a brave woman to embark on a journey on her own and sharing her life with everybody, encouraging a very straightforward, honest, loving outlook on what she is seeing from her journeys throughout the world and wanting people to really love each other.
Because we share this magnificent earth home and we live under the same sky. And whatever affects one would affect others, all of us. So we strive to bring goodness into our world.
I think she's an enlightened human being. She has had a calling and she is fulfilling that. And the rest of us are benefiting from that and learning from that and wanting to take her lead. She's just assembled an incredible group of people and they just want to live the same way she lives because it's it is noble and makes you feel good about yourself. And if you feel good about yourself, then you just like pass that around.
We are both raw vegan, so I think it's a great way for everyone to live. It takes a lot of stress off the planet, off of Mother Nature. You're not killing any animals. You're living live plant-based foods, and you're helping your body to live longer.
Because the vegan is not only compassionate, it's healthy, and it will save the planet.
The Supreme Master has been a major influence in my life. I'm doing this 33 years, and I'm vegan 33 years. But the Supreme Master has done such a wonderful job reaching out to millions and millions and millions of people.
It is so rewarding to be exposed to the Supreme Master P.2. And it's a joy when you can hear one speak of love, simplify it. Love is the panacea of all mankind's problems. Therefore, it is necessary that we all join in. Be thankful that we all have met each other and then met such a wonderful leader as Supreme Master P.2. It's a blessing for Margie. Yes, it is.
In any situation, think of what would Jesus do? What would Buddha do? Then you will slowly reactivate the love that is inside you. We all have this inside us.
I like the way her message plays out specifically in terms of the treating all beings with equanimity and with love. As the planet evolves, we see it every year. There's another big bad thing that happens because we're not managing our resources on Earth as well as we can. And I think that veganism is a wonderful big part of that overall message. It comes from Christianity, it comes from many of the world's great religions. Don't take what nature gave you for granted. Be a good steward of the earth, take care of it, because if you abuse it, it may go away.
The planet is 70% water. It's a little ironic, though, that we only have 2% that's fresh water. And 1% of that 2% is frozen. The other 1% that we have access to, 70% of that is used for agriculture. That is the chemicals and all of the pesticides that are flowing into our rivers and streams and lakes that flow straight into our oceans. We don't have unlimited resources. Famine has already hit countries. And so it is absolutely vital at this point to start going vegan. Something's got to change. And if it doesn't, we can be eradicated. It's time to get conscious of what you're putting in your mouth.
I'm vegetarian. I just love animals and, I have 2 little cats at home. I feel very touched every time because, she seems very humble and it's amazing to see a beautiful woman that inspires so many people to be in contact with God and to work to help the earth.
Get out of war. Get out of cruelty. Get out of all that is not love and kindness. If you are a hero, you can do that for yourself and for all in the world. We must live in peace, love, and thankfulness to God and all of God's creation. My heaven enlighten us all.
Thank you, Supreme Master, just for living, for being you. You're one of the great leaders of today. The question that I asked you today was about love regarding the environmental issues that our planet is facing today. And basically, you answered it in a perfect way, because if we approach everything we do with love, there would be no need for war. And I love your new book. It is amazing. And wherever you are, take care, love you, keep meditating. Meditating for me to meditate even more. And love you. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Giorgia Fumanti. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
As Supreme Master, from my heart to your heart, and from my love to your love, I thank you so much and appreciate you for all that you've done for all of us. Hi, my name is Dea. I'm a celebrity attorney, and I say to you, be veg, go green to save the planet.
tenir ta main, marcher à tes côtés. Quand ce monde éphémère n'a plus grand-chose à offrir.
Well, what is really touching about this song is I become for one moment master. So I pretty much try to see what she saw, and I'm really touched every time I'm singing it, and I feel blessed to do so as well. A lot of people came to me and told me they didn't understand the word, but they really felt something at least. So I hope the message gets through.
De baigner d'eau, de pétales, de roses parfumées, chaleureuses chandelles, tendre mélodie. De lire quelques enseignements d'autrefois pleins de sagesse et de merveille. De plonger dans les rêves plus doux que les lotus d'Orient.
Joya, joya, joya gloriosa en el vasto, vasto cielo, como me impresiona sentir tu poder. El verde a ti.
Song for the Sun is a Spanish song, very vibrant. I feel honored to be performing a song that just gives back to the sun, something that we take for granted. There is a line in there that says, when you are feeling down, you look up in the sun. If something's wrong in your life, you're just always looking down. No, just put your head right up. When you look up in the sun, doesn't it make you feel better? The light shining on you, this wonderful being taking care of you every day. I love that line, so I'll be definitely tuning in on that.
Por favor, quédate conmigo. Por favor, quédate conmigo. Por favor, quédate conmigo. Para siempre, para siempre. Te amo,
I'm Eric Brent from HappyCow.net, and I just want to congratulate you, Master Ting Hai, on your new book launch, and I'm sure that many people will benefit from this. Thank you.
We all congratulate Ting Hai of the century.
I started to read and I fell on this page, and this is this little pig talking about the sadness of where he's going, the happiness that he is into it now, but that is going to be eaten. I was really touching. I was almost crying when I read one of this poem. So back in Canada, I will really take the time to read all the poems.
Thank you so much, Supreme Master Ting Hai. This is an honor for me to be here. The way I'm feeling, the energy of everyone is definitely changed my life. Thank you.
Supreme Master Ting Hai's poetry collection, The Love of Centuries, in English, Alexis or Vietnamese, Chinese, French, German, Korean, Mongolian, and Spanish editions, is available at www.smchbooks.com.